Hey, Zach Clark here. A really excellent day today working with some leaders, coaching and working with our coaches, seeing them get new projects started with organizations, and also working on some new teaching that I'm going to be doing on how to get the right things done. So really excited about that and seeing how people respond to that. Right now, though, I'm on my way to a meeting with our Edward Jones advisor and some of his other clients. So I have not talked a lot about this because I think if you tell people you have a wealth advisor, then people assume that you are, must be massively wealthy. But the reality is I love going to these things because I'm usually the youngest person in the room by like 25, 30 years. And I learned so much. So I would just encourage people, no matter how much money they think they have or don't have or how old they are, to get started early. My dad was extremely successful in generating income, but not wise at all about planning long term and thinking about how are the decisions that I'm making going to affect my children and my grandchildren. So I've really worked hard through the years to seek out people that I can learn from, and I have learned so much about the mindset of people and money by listening to friends of mine who work with Edward Jones. And then, of course, now personally having an advisor for our family has been just transformational as well. So it's not about how much money you have or your perception of that. It's about the choices that you're making long term. So much of life is actually much more predictable than we think, and that's something that I've really learned from one of my closest friends who's a partner at Edward Jones. So really thinking through how are the choices that I'm making predictable for our long-term future, and how the choices that you make with the resources that God gives you are a key part of that. And it just means greater impact in terms of your giving and greater impact on ultimately your children and your grandchildren. You may not see the benefits of it in your lifetime, but future generations surely will. So I'm looking forward to this meeting because I'm going to learn a lot. As always, I got my notepad. I'll be shutting off my phone to have focus there, and a little tired here at the end of the day, but I'll be energized by the opportunity to learn. So anyway, just wanted to share all that with you. Hope it's encouraging to you and maybe pushes you a little bit. And of course, I highly recommend Edward Jones, that's for sure, due to their straightforward and relationship-based approach. Great group, great company.